Rob, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Safely through to the last 16. Dominant display. How would you assess that performance?
I think it all went swimmingly at the start, obviously first 3 sets, and I was dominant on the way I finished and put my stamp on the game. I have to admit, Merv was always going to get sort of going within sort of five sets. So when he turned up, yeah, it was a little bit edgy at the end, but glad to get the win.
You've averaged 99 now against Scott and today. You've been really consistent, but you still feel there's more in the tank.
I know there's more in the tank. If I didn't get so edgy and I didn't think it, yeah, maybe I have 104 when I want to be a good player.
Mervyn didn't have a dart double until the 9th leg of that match. You were completely dominant early doors. Were you surprised by how comfortable it was at that stage?
Yeah, of course. I don't expect that of Merv, but at the same time, do you know, he's a great guy. He's professional, and what I would say, he always knows what he's doing. He's got the experience. If I had his experience, I probably would have hit 100 average. But no, he's been around for years and he knows what he's doing. Fair play to him. But yeah, just glad to get the job done.
And 2022, as we mentioned in your last game, has been a really positive year for you so far. In Minehead, you got to the final a couple of weeks ago. Do you feel like you're playing some of the best darts you've played for a couple of years now?
I think consistency, yeah, maybe. You watch me at the start of the year, maybe I'll go 110 or 105, and then I'll throw a 92. Wasn't particularly good, but there was more curves then. Now I seem to have a grip on it, and I feel comfortable, you know. Look, everything's brilliant. If I had to moan about my life, I need to give up. So everything's perfect, everything's brilliant, and thanks to the people around me which have made that happen. It's been a long road, but yeah, I feel ready to go in again.
And looking ahead now to the last 16, it's Chris Dovey up next. The last time you played him on the big stage, you came from 8-2 down to beat him at the World Match Play. Will that have any bearing?
Don't remind him. It's going to be awful now, isn't it? He's going to try double hard. Nah, look, Chris is a great boy, and he plays darts the way I like to play darts. You know, he's a respectful young lad. He's going to be a tough opponent every day of the week, and best man to win on the day. That's what I believe in that.
Cheers, Rob.
Thank you.
Rob, many congratulations. At 3-0, did you switch off a little bit because it was too easy?
I wouldn't have said it was too easy. Obviously, there was legs there where a lot never come back, and maybe I did. Maybe I did switch off a little bit, but Merv picked up, and you still got to do a job. It doesn't matter. I think it was Danny yesterday. I watched a bit of a game. He was 2-0 up. It looked like he was cruising. And then all of a sudden it was like the wheels fell off the bus, you know. I don't mean that disrespectful, but these things can happen. Concentration seems to drift, and I don't like, I shouldn't pick him out individually. I don't mean it like that, I really don't. But you know, concentration, getting it right when you're concentrating, you know you're playing well, and you're always going to deliver a leg when you want it. And you just can't be vulnerable, and you just can't take that for granted, if that makes sense.
Ever since I've known you talked about your routine and getting your routine right. Do you feel that you finally cracked that at the moment, and it's back where it was in perhaps 2018?
Yeah, I believe so. I think everything away is perfect, and the only way I know that's fully back is when I'm asked the questions, do I deliver? I can't answer that yet. Not up there, massive stage. Obviously, I love the place, but at the same time, I think, I believe it's there. I believe it's there, but questions ain't been asked yet, and I still need to answer.
Do you think your experience in this World Championship may tell in the latter stages, the further it goes?
I won't be as green when I want it, let's put it that way. 6 years has been a long road. I've enjoyed most of my moments. I've had my downs and all, but I believe I'm a better player now, you know. I can sit behind and just sort of think to myself, get myself right, and do things what I never used to be able to do. I think when I first turned up, I used to play well most of the time. Now I've learned how to play with a D game and still win. So you've got to be grateful for that, but look, it's all about trying to get the A-star game out, because it's the easiest game to play in a way when you're doing it, and you want to win comfortable. You don't want, my old ticker might not be as good, you know.
Well, pleasure, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Rob, we talk about going under the radar quite a lot. The sort of darts you're playing and have played over the last 6 months, there hasn't been much talk about you. You seem to be going through round by round and putting in these decent averages, or rubbish, as you say.
Don't get me wrong, I like being under the radar. If I could explain myself with all that, look, if I was a car, I would have had a smash and I'd be a write-off by now. 6 years in. But look, I ain't going to go away. I'm going to keep grafting, I'm going to keep working. And I will get myself better at one point, and I will win this again. 100%. That's the only thing in the head. Whether it's this year, whether it's next year, I'll come back and I'll come back stronger. I'd like more probably next time round to have a consistent year. Just play great most of the year. I know it's hard, and it is hard mentally, it's hard physically and all, because obviously, we are. But at the same time, no, I like to perform, and I think that's where I want to be now. I want to perform, I want to win.
You're starting to see an opportunity open up this year, though. You look at some of the names that have gone out, there's a lot of players left in that haven't got the experience and haven't done what you've done on this stage.
Yeah, I suppose, but we could all talk about that. But realistically, if I was going to take an interview and be brutally honest, it's all about me, it's all about where I play, what I do. And if I turn up and I play, then I've got a chance. If I don't, there's no chance, someone's going to wallop me. So it's all about me just staying in that headspace to where I was in that first year, and focus on myself, enjoy it, and everything's great. So just keep moving forward, really.
Cheers, Rob.
Thank you.
You mentioned being green when you won it, and Josh Rock is going to try and emulate you. Do you think he can? Is it an advantage not having the experience?
Truthfully, that boy's got the game of the gods. Yeah, I think he can emulate it. I think it just depends, Look, I won the world title, went through it. I probably averaged, I don't know, over the course of the World Championship, maybe 104, 103, 104 to win a world title, That's the standard, and I still could have lost. And I'm very grateful they all missed, I will say that. Put a smile on my face. But at the same time, I was playing the darts of my life at the time, and I was enjoying it. And he will have to do the same, and there will become some tough moments, but ability-wise, you can't doubt that boy. I spend a bit of time with him. He's a lovely kid. I have to admit, 21-year-old YZ on young shoulders, I couldn't sing his praises anymore, and that's all I want to say, because otherwise it's not about me.
Just one last one about the Premier League, and he's obviously a name in the hat. You're world number 6. There's so many names in going for these 8 spots. What do you think you have to do to get in there? Do you think you have to win it, get to the final? I'm not focused on that at the minute, and I just focus on myself. We get the tournament out of the way, and then see where you are. It could be a thing that I play great, I could play bad, and you never know what's going to happen. So I don't think it's a subject really what really enters my brain. I played without it this year. I played without the World Series, and I've got to say I love my life. I've seen my kids. I've done everything what I wanted to do. I've enjoyed life. Yeah, if that creeps back in, then obviously I have to deal with it or do something with it nearer to the time. But no, it's not there at the minute for me.